Touhou Game Jams are awesome. At the time of this upload, the 11th main Touhou Fangame Jam is happening from this Friday to next Monday from September 1st to September 4th, and I'll be entering as usual. So, I thought I'd talk about why I love Touhou Game Jams, and why I think you should check them out. First, what's a game jam? A game jam is a competition where people get a limited amount of time to make games based around a theme. Most Touhou Game Jams development periods last around 3 days. People can work in teams or individually. With Touhou Game Jams, you have the added requirement of the game you make or help make having to be a Touhou fan game. After the dev period is done, there's a casual rating contest for 2 weeks for different categories, like gameplay for example. Touhou Game Jams are held by the Touhou Game Dev Hub around every 3 months. So, what if you're not interested in making games? Well, all games released are open to the public to play and rate. Touhou Fangame Jam 10 currently has 56 entries publicly available. That means when the Jam's game development period ended, there were over 50 new Touhou fan games to play in one day. I'd compare it to exploring a carnival and experiencing a ton of attractions. Lots of people spend time making games in a plethora of genres. You have your Touhou Danmaku Fair, visual novels, platformers, minigame collections, puzzle games, action games, and more. So if you're just interested in playing new Touhou games or finding more Touhou, then these game jams are great. Now, let's look from a developer's perspective. Let's say you're a hobbyist developer who's interested in making a Touhou fan game, or you're someone in a field like art, composing, or writing that would like to work on a Touhou fan game. This would be your chance to without committing to a super long time frame. Most jams happen over a weekend. But then of course there are a few questions that come with this. First, how do I find people to work with? The Touhou Game Dev Hub has a Discord where a lot of game jam organization happens. The Discord has a team forming channel where you can try to recruit team members to help make a game, or offer your own services to prospective teams. I've worked with a lot of people this way, to the point where I've collaborated with over 30 different users. So, finding team members hopefully shouldn't be too hard. But then there's still more questions. How do I know what is and isn't allowed in a Touhou fan game? Zun's derivative work guidelines are translated into English, and there's a link to them on the jam page. What if I want to make a game, but can't find teammates or am too nervous to ask for help? A lot of Touhou Game Jam games make use of free-to-use assets, whether they're Touhou themed or not. The Artist's Diary has portraits of almost every Touhou character that are free to use with credit, for example. I've never worked on a game before. Why even try? A lot of people get their start making games with game jams. Luyu wrote Little Rabbit Princess in the House of Eternity for her first game, and that game placed really high during Pride Jam 4. The dev community is filled with people of varying skill levels, and I'm willing to bet plenty of people would be there to help guide you. We've even had game concepts come from non-programmers. You can find programmers to work with during jams. The jam pages also have resources for beginners and veterans, like advice for pacing and recommendations for game-making tools to start out with. No matter the skill level, Touhou Game Jams are fun to try. Lastly, I want to talk about the community. The Touhou Game Dev Hub Discord is my favorite Touhou community on the internet. It's full of a lot of cool Touhou fans and has a great atmosphere. It's extremely tolerant too, with the Pride Game Jams being a prime example of how friendly the server is. A lot of my video ideas actually just come from casual conversations I have on here. I even invited some people I met here to my house for a party. I'm on here even when there aren't Touhou Game Jams, but it is fun to see everyone talking about the games they're making while the jams are happening. So, if you want to get your hands on some new Touhou fan games, are interested in making or helping to make a Touhou fan game, or you just want a cool place to hang out, then check out the Touhou Game Jams. Again, the jam is starting this Friday if you're watching this when this video is being uploaded, so I'll have a link to the jam and the Touhou Game Dev Hub's Discord in the description of the video. I hope to see some of you at the next Touhou Game Jam.